Hey, hi all. Good morning. My name is Krishna Gopal Kumawat. I have 8 years of experience in SAP Basis, and I'm certified with OSDB migration, S/4HANA conversion, and NetWeaver certified, and I'm also certified with Azure and AWS Cloud. Okay, so I think you gone through with my last video where I just started about SAP Basis Career. So if you haven't gone through with that video, just go through with that video, so you'll get the proper idea that how you can be a SAP Basis consultant. Okay, so in this video we'll just continue that previous video. So just if you haven't gone through that video, just go that video first, and then we can continue this video as well. Also in this video actually we'll cover that how you can just go through with that SAP basis interview. Okay, it will not matter that how much experience or how much comfortable you are in SAP basis. If you have 1 or 2 year experience, so it's not matter basically, because interviewer cannot just interview you on that 1 or 2 year experience. It is just like like you have to be basic knowledge. Okay, and the basic knowledge will come you have the basic SAP monitoring knowledge, you have the basic T code knowledge, and most of the thing depend on your introduction basically. So when you have to introduce yourself, so your how you are presenting yourself. Let's say that you have 2 years of experience, but you don't have any knowledge in SAP basis. So but the first thing that you have to get the basic knowledge. Let's say you don't have any hands-on experience, so you don't need to go with that actually. Okay, you have to be just go with the basic T codes that we use in SAP basis, and what is the architecture of basis actually, how SAP will work. If a project, if you have to tell someone that from last 2 years you are working on SAP basis, so you have to be make sure that you have a proper background that how it is used in the project, because every interviewer will ask that what kind of landscape you had in your last project. Okay, so we have to be very careful about the landscape detail. Okay, and you have to be what I can say, go through with your resume only. Let's say that you just mention some basic details like you are working on blah blah project, and these much 3-tier landscape you had in this landscape, this project, and what I can say, you're working on daily monitoring, you are working on kernel upgrade, and you're working on some system upgrade. Let's say you mention that kind of thing, so you have to be prepared on that way. And I'm also taking the interview, so I knows that how a interviewer ask you the question. Let's say if you have to introduce yourself, so your introduction will go like that the things will come in your introduction, and an interviewer will question on that thing only. Let's say you have the what I can say, good knowledge on SAP kernel upgrade. Okay, and you mention in your resume as well, but how interviewer will ask you the SAP kernel upgrade, because he will not go with that complete resume, right? No one will go with that resume. Actually we just look on your resume, but it's not mandatory that we'll ask that thing only. Okay, so you have to just notify the thing in your introduction. Let's say you will start your introduction, let's say if I will start, so and I am confident on the kernel upgrade. So I will start my introduction like this, that my name is Krishna Gopal Kumawat, I did that thing and this thing, and at the end I will say that in my last project I did the kernel upgrade from this level to this level. That kind of things you have to mention in your introduction actually. Okay, if let's say you are doing daily monitoring, so you have to mention there that I'm working in that company, and in my project I did kernel upgrade from this version to that version, and also I'm working on daily monitoring where we are using that, where we are performing daily health checkups. Also we are doing the daily DB monitoring. So when you will mention these three things like DB monitoring, system monitoring, and the kernel upgrade, so interviewer have that thing in his mind actually, because you told in your introduction, so he will 99% question on that kernel upgrade, because you mentioned that last month only you did the kernel upgrade. So he will ask the typical kind of scenarios on the kernel upgrade, and when he will start the kernel upgrade kind of question, so it will go maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So basic for 1 or 2 year kind of experience or 3 year kind of experience, your interview will not go more than 30 minutes. So anyhow you completed 5 or 6 minutes in your introduction, then he just asking you the kernel upgrade for 10 or 15 minutes, so almost 20 minutes you covered in that kind of things only. So we can say that almost 99% you are good with that interview if you have complete knowledge of your kernel upgrade. And if you are mentioning that I'm doing daily monitoring and that kind of thing, so he will ask you that daily monitoring T codes and what are the things you are doing in daily monitoring. Okay, so he will directly say that okay, how you are monitoring the jobs, how you are monitoring the system performance, what is the T code. So he will ask that kind of question. So almost 30 minutes you can spend on kernel upgrade and system monitoring, and that's it. So we have to drive our interview ourselves actually. If you will just you'll just end your introduction starting, because first impression is your last impression, and what you have to put in interviewer mind it depend on you. Let's say you just completed your introduction, he just asked you tell me about yourself, and you completed your introduction with your name and your education and then your last company, and you will say that I'm working in that company and I have 2 year experience in SAP BASIS, and you will end your introduction like this. So he don't have any kind of view that you had the 2 year experience, but what are the things you are doing. So he have to go with your resume to check what are the things you are doing in last 2 years. But and when he will go in your resume, then it is very typical to just clear the interview, because multiple things he can ask and it depend on him that how he will. Okay, so best way, when you will introduce yourself, your last experience or your previous experience, so you have to tell the points that you are good in, that you are very good actually. Okay, you have to tell that you have you did, if let's say you are very good in kernel upgrade, so you have to tell that I did kernel upgrade last month or last week in your current project. So and if you, let's say you did any kind of XML generation for 1 or 2 year experience, that will come, nothing else will come. XML generation for which system upgrade, it you have to prepare just, and you have to tell that last month only we generated XML from solution marketplace for ECC system upgrade. So you have to prepare that thing actually. If you are telling that line, so this line will matter actually, and if this line can cover your complete 30-minute interview. Okay, he will ask that, okay, how you downloaded the XML file, what are the component level you selected, from which level to which level you generated the XML file, for which system you generated the XML file, what are the prerequisite you have to do. That kind of question will come. So the best way to drive your interview and be what I can say, what I to just present yourself 100%, and all actually I multiple interviews I did, and I gone through I can say that 50 plus interviews, and almost every interview I cracked because of that way how you present yourself in your introduction. So no need to worry. Okay, if you don't have any knowledge in SAP basis, that is also not a thing that you cannot crack any interview. Okay, if you have 2 or 3 year experience in, let's say, networking or Windows or system monitoring, okay, or operations, so and you are thinking to switch to SAP basis, so you are on good platform. I can tell you how you can crack without a single hands-on experience on SAP system. You have to be just prepare yourself. I will provide you all the material, and you can crack the interview easily. I will tell you how you can just what I can say, prepare your introduction. That is actually that matter a lot actually, how you introducing yourself. Okay, so I think we already it's a long video, so we will not cover all the things in this video. We'll continue the video in next part. So be here, subscribe the channel. I will come with other kind of materials. I will tell you that what kind of scenarios can be there. Okay, if let's say what kind of question an interviewer asked on kernel upgrade, what kind of question will come on system upgrade, and all the scenarios I will cover. So if you are here and you are seeing all the videos properly, so I can give you 100% surety that you can crack any interview in SAP basis. Yeah, thank you for watching the video. We'll meet in next video. Thank you all.